Amidst all the underground buzz of his sparring sessions in Freddie Roach's wildcard gym, Golovkin made his U.S. debut.
Close now. Come on, fighting at the bell.
Praska was being hit and hurt pretty much from the first bell. HBO was wowed by the attacking fluency of Triple G as he bludgeoned his victim in 5 one-sided sessions.
Natural heavy hand. Good left hand to the body and left to the head. Down goes Praska.
Polish opponent Grzegorz Praska was a wily southpaw who had shown form on the European scene. But there are levels to this game.
Oh, right hand hurt Praska. Golovkin steps in and down he goes again.
Fans quickly realized why Germany's Felix Sturm had not been overly keen on facing Golovkin.
How tough is Praska? Now the referee stops it.
Guys, there is a monster in the middleweight division, and he said he'd fight anyone.
Brave as always, Gabriel Rosado stood to Golovkin and tried to fight fire with fire for as long as he could manage.
Golovkin!
An early cut to the Philadelphian's left eye hampered his chances as the bout progressed.
Blood on the left eye of Rosado. Oh, good right hand on the uppercut, rock back Rosado.
Rosado's face was a mask of blood when the bout was terminated during the 7th.
Chino, I gotta stop it, man. Chino, I gotta stop it. His son's gonna die, man. You can't see the punches.
They're gonna stop it. The corner of Rosado stopping it. Come on. The Rosado corner did the right thing. They asked the inspector to step up to the top of the ropes and stop it.
Well done, Billy Briscoe.
The latest jaunt over to Monte Carlo saw Golovkin presented with a Japanese veteran to feed on.
Nobuhiro Ishida!
Ishida had gone the distance with Paul Williams and the fearsome Dmitry Pirog, so on paper represented a decent test. A swiping left jab made room for a stunning right hand that knocked Ishida through the ropes and out cold. The referee waved it off as concerned officials helped the stricken boxer to his feet. Another statement victory for Triple G, who blasted through respected former world title challenger Macklin with a minimum of fuss.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Macklin had been competitive with Sergio Martinez, whom Golovkin was rapidly chasing down.
Knocks Macklin into the ropes with a left hook.
Softened up from jabs and a constant flow of aggression, spirited Macklin was not one to fall easy.
Macklin with the guts of a burglar fires a big left hook and lands it.
A ripping body shot in the 3rd took away his resolve and ended this HBO Boxing After Dark attraction well before time.
Golovkin's going to have to do what he has to do like that to get Macklin out of here. Puts Macklin down. It'll be the 14th consecutive knockout for Gennady Golovkin. It comes in the 3rd round.
And what we just saw was not ordinary, it was extraordinary. That kind of punching power.
Brash Stevens arrived with a big punch and an even bigger mouth. The Brownsville banger had been goading Golovkin in the build-up with crass memes and images of caskets.
Curtis Stevens!
Stevens became an instant meme when his own face displayed exactly what it feels like to taste Golovkin's punching power.
Good left hook by Golovkin. Down goes Stevens. Look on Stevens' face there says 1,000 words. That was a face that said, wow.
Dropped in the 2nd round, pushed onto the back foot continuously while still trying to land his own bombs, a battered Stevens was withdrawn after 8 rounds.
Into the corner, and he makes it out of round 8. And they're going to stop it in the corner.
That's a great stoppage.
Andre Rozier had seen enough.
A light punching middleweight with fast hands and sound skills, Gil was a resolute operator who had fought well on the road.
Body shot, hard right hand upstairs. Down goes Gil, first knockdown of the fight in the 2nd round.
Gil always seemed troubled by the Golovkin power, as well he should. Even when the WBA challenger landed in the 3rd round, Golovkin landed a shot of his own almost at the same time. The power discrepancy was just too great.
Down
goes Gil again on a brilliant right hand.
Golovkin's shot splayed Gil's senses, and he was swiftly saved to fight another day.
Gil trying to get his head together. And Gil can't go forward. And it's a third-round knockout for Golovkin.
That was smart by Gil. He saw he had no balance. The contest had already been decided.
After Miguel Cotto beat Sergio Martinez, a WBC interim title opportunity against Marco Antonio Rubio presented itself for Golovkin.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Hard-punching Rubio had seen better days and lost his title on the scales when coming in over the limit.
Dodging first baseman.
Oh, hard hook and a right hand by Golovkin. Rubio comes back with a right hand of his own.
Rubio was out-punched in the opener and caught with an arcing right hand on top of the head in the second. Such a novel shot, delivered by the granite fists of Golovkin, naturally sent Rubio's facility scrambling, and his evening was terminated.
Now he's got him pinned against the ropes.
And see how he varies here.
Predator at work. Down goes Rubio.
Touch, touch, touch. Smash.
Left hook smash. Second round knockout. He didn't make it up. It was only a matter of time. It's always just a matter of time.
Golovkin's final jaunt to Monte Carlo to date. Rugged Brit Martin Murray had a reputation as a tough guy who could brawl with anyone, but struggled to get over the line in big fights. Golovkin appeared to have found the measure of Murray in the fourth, when he dropped his opponent twice with raking body assaults.
Golovkin is a fighter from another planet. And Murray's down! Right to the body. Winces in front of us. Another right to the body, and Murray is down again. Breathes deep. Tries to hang on to his world title dream here.
Murray sucked up the punishment and held on until the 10th, when he was dropped
All
again.
sorts of angles that he's invented, and finally Murray is down. Gets shakily to his feet. Right at the end of the round.
Triple G eventually secured the win in the 11th.
Those punches are starting to find a way through, and he's called it off. The referee calls a halt in the 11th. Gennady Golovkin will remain world champion.
Given the fairly similar styles of his opposition to this point, Golovkin was offered up fast southpaw Willie Monroe Jr. as the latest sacrificial lamb.
Jr.
To his credit, Monroe stood inside at times and landed shots on the monster.
Walk through those little punches.
Those are big shots Monroe's hitting Golovkin
That's
with
exactly
his feet.
right.
Willie tasted the canvas as Golovkin increasingly cut off his escape routes.
And when he can have free range target practice, that's what happens.
Down goes Monroe. Trapped him in the corner. Fired one shot to the cheekbone, and down went Willie Monroe. Down goes Monroe for the second time. We've got a minute still to go in round number 2.
Referee Jack Reese stopped the bout in the 6th round.
Willie Monroe says to Jack Reese, I don't want to continue.
He said, I'm done. And he was.
6th round technical knockout for Gennady Golovkin. Maybe he showed a moment of vulnerability or two. Maybe he tantalized future opponents. But at the end of the day, it's knockout number 20 in a row.
Golovkin later said he had wanted to be hit so as to entice future foes into the ring. The night Triple G tamed David Lemieux was the night he showed the world he possesses a potent arsenal of technical skills to complement his brutal punching power.
Any one punch could end this fight at any moment. Both are lights-out punchers.
Lemieux was a heavy hitter, known for his sizzling left hook. The Canadian lacked footwork and the ability to consistently cut off the ring.
Body shot by Golovkin. Right hand lands. Right hand lands again. Knocks Lemieux into the ropes.
Softening him up off a ramrod left jab, dropping Lemieux in the 5th, and prompting referee Steve Willis's intervention in the 8th.
Always be solid underneath.
Oh, that body shot early, Jim.
Down goes Lemieux. And Golovkin hit him once while he was down. Good right hand by Lemieux, but the uppercut by Golovkin drives him back into the ropes. The body shot hurt him again. Steve Willis is going to stop the fight. Technical knockout for Golovkin in the 8th.
There's a one-sided, lopsided, mismatch beatdown, and Lemieux earned this date tonight. He beat some good fighters to get here.
With the bigger names of the division seemingly swerving the Kazakh, Golovkin was being fed more cannon fodder by promoter Tom Laughlin.
Triple G!
Golovkin set about him immediately, dropping Wade late in the first with a right hand.
Now he does. That was big enough.
Yes, it was. Big enough to end the fight, as a matter of fact.
Not enough time in this round.
Walk to me. Give me your gloves.
The right hand was indeed working overtime in the second, as Wade was down twice and out.
This is a pressure fighter. And down goes Wade for the second time.
I don't think he'll make it back out.
And on a right hand. Doesn't look eager to get it.
Nope.
8, 9. The Golovkin left hand, and now it's the right hand.
Same punch.
And let's see if Jack Reese is even going to consider allowing Wade to continue.
7.
After the third knockout of the fight.
9, 10.
And that's it. It's been 2 rounds, a series of right hands, and that was it.
When Chris Eubank Jr. withdrew from the chance to tackle Golovkin on his UK debut, welterweight Kell Brook spied an opportunity and climbed 2 weights for a payday.
Triple G is setting him up, and if he stay on that rope,
Body shot, Brook is in front. And Brook reaches out and grabs Gennady Golovkin and gathers him to him after Golovkin hammered him to the liver with a body shot.
Sheffield's Brook was laying hands on an off-color Golovkin in the early going.
Triple G is coming in.
Uppercut by Brook. Crowd comes out of its seats, excited by the uppercut. Brook getting in some heavy shots.
Golovkin dispensed with the boxing around the fourth and instead planted his feet for the
Seen
knockout.
him straight right.
And Dominic Ingle
It's hurt.
in the far corner
It's hurt.
is holding up a towel. Ingle is trying to get referee Marlon Wright to stop the fight, and now he finally throws the towel into the ring, and Gennady Golovkin is going to have a technical knockout victory in round number 5.
As the controversy surrounding the Canelo rematch rumbled on, Golovkin honored the May date with Jaime Munguia being proposed as an opponent. When inexperienced Munguia was rejected, veteran Vanis Martirosyan got the call.
That's on the hard right hand by Martirosyan, knocks Golovkin back.
Despite being a capable contender at 154 pounds, Martirosyan was deemed by many to be much too small for Golovkin. So it proved, as Gennady blasted him away in 2 rounds, showing scant regard for any of the shots coming back at him. Unbeaten, Steve Rolls arrived very much in the Dominic Wade mold of opponents. The Canadian had swift hands and tagged Golovkin occasionally during a brave showing.
Answers back now with his own combination, fires out and lands a left hand. Good jab by Rolls after the right.
Some said Triple G looked older. There was nothing wrong with his sharpness when the heavy shots started landing. Rolls was removed in the fourth from a powerful barrage.
Golovkin now backs up, and yes, a right hand to the head. Rolls does look rocked. Hook to the head as well, and he's hurt. Rolls tries to fire back, but he's on wobbly legs. And he misses that hook and a right hand over the top. That hook landed, and down goes Rolls in a heat. This might be over already. This fight is over. His right arm is pinned down. Rolls looks up.
8, 9, he's out.
There's your answer. Triple G sends a message to Canelo in sudden fashion.
Over 12,000 fans cheered their hero as the Golovkin magic continues to bedazzle the boxing public.